All right, good morning. Another early morning. You're actually getting started slightly before 6:33. Just ran it. I'm doing the Moanalua Valley Trail, although I think it's more of a ridge. This goes up to the top of where the Haiku Stairs come up from the other side, the Stairway to Heaven. Let's hope the weather's good. I really want to bag some summits up on this ridge and not get rained and mudded out. So we're just walking on a road. So it is through a valley all the way and like 3 miles in, and then we're just gonna hit some ridge and go straight up it. So we cross all these streams just like this, and there's always a low route and a high route. So if it was flooded, you know, you could take the high route, which I'm doing just to avoid a little drop and regain. But there are these nice bridges. But yeah, this is just like completely flat so far, the first mile, and I think it's kind of gonna be that way for the first 3 miles with minimal up. So it means we're gonna hammer up super steeply once we get to the base of the ridge. So just heading up the road. So that is Tripler Ridge. We are not, we've already gone past, I didn't even see it because I wasn't on the map. There's some steep way up off this road to gain that ridge. I mean, it might be up this rib for all I know. And then you can go on that ridge up. So we're not gonna do that because one of the comments said it was real messy and brushy. But who knows, could be making the wrong decision, but I think we're going up somewhere up there. So, all right, so here's the confusing sign I think someone mentioned. There's a junction here, the road continues. Okay, it looks like you don't want to stay on the road. There's a triple fork, and you want to take somehow the middle one, which I'm not sure where that is. I hope it's not up this drainage. I don't want to mess with this. Okay. So this is the Kualiane Hain Trail, but I think that's not what we want to take up. That goes up another valley. We want to start working our way right up this ridge, which I believe is right here. So yeah, this is where things are gonna start getting steep and presumably messy. Damn it. Oh man, it's already bad. It's already bad. With mud, with brush. This is not what I wanted. But yeah, it's only gonna get steeper from here. Maybe just because I'm down near the drainage, maybe it'll get cleaner. It's already gotten cleaner. Yeah, so be careful there. That is a confusing little intersection. There's 3 different ways you can go. You want to start ascending. So hopefully this is easy enough. I like these trees. I don't know what these trees are either. There's a lot of them. So there's the one valley we came up down below. There's the other valley we could have crossed into. We're up on this rib in between them. And it is a little brushy in some places. I'm not ready to make the pants recommendation yet because it might not be that bad all the way, but yeah, you're gonna be brushing against stuff like this. We still have a ton of ascent to go, by the way. So don't get excited like we might have 2,000 feet or something absurd to go up this ridge. I haven't looked at the map, but we're only up, you know, 300 feet or something at this point. All right, well, this is hammering up very steeply. Luckily, it's pretty dry. So these are the big steps, which are nice. I'd rather have big steps. Here's another one. It's like all eroded. I mean, this is like 4.5 feet high. So like, where do you, looks like there's a side step over here. And then one there. So this is what you're dealing with. If this were muddy, this would be a nightmare going down, but it's not really. But yeah, we are hammering very steeply, and you can see there's Tripler Ridge that we could have been on if we took the other route. So still way below there. You don't get too many views. Occasionally you get views up higher. So we're going at least, you know, higher up. There's more peaks, but you can see there's Tripler Ridge. So we're, I don't know, more than halfway up where we would be if we took Tripler. And there's whatever this ridge is called over here, which I don't think had a trail. These plants at least aren't too bad. Occasionally you get one that kind of scratches you, but they're not awful. So anyway, working our way up. Still a long way to climb. I'm fine if it's climb, I just don't want the brush. That slows me down more. This is flatter, but there's brush. I'd rather climb steeply without brush. All right, we appear to have some type of view. We're going somewhere up in the clouds there. So, we're getting there, we're getting up. Still a long way to go though. Should have showed you the view back. So we came right up this valley here, and then it split. This thing we're on split. The wind is unbelievable. Weather's great so far, knock on wood. But if I'm on the way down when it starts getting messy, that's fine. I just get frustrated when it's messy on the way up. We got people. Look at this. We got 3 kids. Somewhere up here, it's gonna get a little steep, I think. Super windy. Woo. Anyway, I'm surprised to see anyone else and why they're coming down now. I don't know. I guess you can camp up there. There's no way they went up here early this morning. I started at 6:33 rather. So anyway, it's nice to see some other people out here. These guys, they went up at 1 in the morning apparently. Good for you. I'm not doing that, but yeah. Cool, man. Yeah. Some super steep terrain here, which, if muddy, it could be a mess getting down anyway. But it's not that muddy. That was just a hard 100 or so feet push. Yeah. About to crest another bump, or at least flatten out. Onward and upward we go. Oh look, you're getting a view out to the ocean. That's crazy. I guess the island's not that thick. That's what she said. Alright, next bump. Summited. We're not too far from, I think we gotta go higher though. But I don't know. You're seeing the ridge up there. So maybe it's not that much higher. Alright, crested another steep section. We're getting close to the final high bumps, I think. But it could be higher. It's just so awesome up here with the wind. Oh yeah, looking down to the city. Come right up this bad boy. Come come on, Kevin. 400 feet to go. I think when you hit the first high point, you can go higher to some other ones. And the top of the Stairway to Heaven, which I'd like to go to the top of just to look down on it, because you're not allowed to be on it. So anyway, almost up. It's getting muddier and clayier up higher, but it's manageable. This might be the final steep push here. I just looked at the time. We're just about to hit 90 minutes, so I'd say this is going pretty well. So I think we hit a summit up there. You can keep going beyond to a higher summit at the top of the stairs, then you can cut across and maybe bag these too, which I might as well do if the weather's fine. So yeah, final boss here, I think, to at least crest something. All right, we're getting up higher and the rock is getting wetter and wetter. Somehow we have a rope. Yeah, we have some big, massive steps. This is like this rock that's covered in like clay. This would be fairly treacherous if it was all standing water. I mean, you could get up this, step up this, but it is super slick. So it's good to have this as a handline, because I could just easily slip right off quite a lot of this, especially going down. So yeah, we're getting up this thing. Every rock is slick, but it's fairly, it actually looks pretty crumbly too. Yeah, like nothing. Gotta go to the big steps. Could cut up here, I suppose, instead of take this chimney, but I'm already in here. Let's go to the chimney route. Oh man, this is super messy. Super messy. The rope's super muddy. I'd probably recommend going around. This is a little treacherous, I feel like. My feet could have just gone. I could have just face planted right into this. Oh yeah, sun. Ah, my sunglasses are put away. Yeah, it was pretty intense. I think we're almost up to something. I think. All right, I'll show you on the top. Summit? Nope. See? It's always higher than you think. We got more to go. More to go, folks. Look at the view out. Nice. To the North Shore. Continuing up. I'm up in the clouds. I think I'm about to summit this point. Super slick up here with the mud. Summit? Summit? I think. Whoa. Oh man, I just fell right off into a puddle of water. Yeah. I think this is your high point. I think over by that tower is probably where the stairs come up. Wow. Look at the view over to the full, I guess, North Shore. Yeah, maybe that's the Poly Highway coming through. I could be wrong. It could be over there. Pretty epic. Let me get you the name of this summit at least. So the stairs come up right to that tower on the back side of that. So this doesn't even have a name. This I don't know why. You know what? Maybe I'll go over there just to get the view. But yeah, this is pretty epic. Pretty muddy up here too. It's just like a clay mudslide. I don't even know if I can get back up this easily. That wasn't too bad. I'm threatening to slip like every step of the way. Woo. All right, final ascent here. Let's at least try to get a view of the stairs. We went up the legal way. We did not go up the stairs. I think that's obvious from this video, so I'm not doing anything illegal, I don't think. Come on, let's get this. It's a cool hike. Not. All right. Stairs. They go down this whole way. Pretty epic. Pretty epic. You can see literally like the whole island almost from here. So cool. Here's your view looking back to the south of the island. So way out there is where Kahala is. Wow, this is so awesome. And then peeking over here, looking west. Just epic views everywhere. So cool. Okay, I gotta head back up and over that guy and then down very steeply. Alright, back on the first high summit. You can ridge traverse a little bit here, like you can drop and hit that one. I don't think there's really any point, it's lower. And the views are obviously the same. But I believe K1 and K2 are up there in the clouds. Those would be a much harder effort. But the weather is held up for the most part. So I'm gonna put the sunglasses on and then start romping down, and it's probably gonna take just as long to go down the steep part as it did to get up. But this is perfect weather up here. Absolutely perfect weather. Woo! All right. There were the stairs, there was that high point. Now we're down to this first high point we hit. And now we're just running right off. It'll be super steep at some points. So our big summits are now in the clouds. Sorry, I think that last video messed up. The weather's rolling in, so I gotta get off of here. I think I hit this perfect timing. I think it's gonna start getting bad. I mean, the clouds are coming in extremely quickly. So I'm gonna imagine I'm gonna get some rain, but if I can get down a lot of the steep stuff before it gets too bad, I'll be happy. So anyway, just gonna try to step down all this stuff. My hands are gonna be covered in clay and mud, but that's fine. As long as I can use the walls sometimes. Other times you can't. Sometimes there's ropes. So yeah, headed straight off this ridge, down to that valley, straight back to those houses is where I'm parked. I don't know what that helicopter's doing. Luckily there's like steps in this, else this would just be a slippy, I'd just be sliding on my butt down. And I might be at some points anyway, but yeah, this is very, very steep, very slippery. But we can't really slide off a mountain anywhere. There's no exposure on this entire hike, which is nice. So nothing to worry about, just rain and mud potentially. There's a rope section here. I think I showed that to you on the way up. This is so slippery. This was hard. There was like a big, it was either go down there or go down off this cliff here. So I don't know. I might actually bend around. Down some of the steepest stuff. I don't know what they're doing some sort of work on the slope there. We still got more steep, like muddy type terrain, I think, coming off this next bump. But eventually it'll get more trail and steppier and more trees and stuff. This rock is so interesting. It's like clay, but it's like rock. It's like soft, and look, it can just like come apart because there's like clay. Like it's like clay rock. I don't know how else to explain it. It's very interesting. Whoop. All right, headed down. We'll be down in no time. All right, don't look now, but we're almost to the confluence of our two valleys, so that means we're almost down off the Moanalua Ridge. I think this is the last steep part, you know, down. I think we're actually almost there. I think it's right down in these trees is the creek crossing. Could be wrong though, but it's somewhere near these telephone poles. So watch your step here. Yeah, I think this was the beginning. I came out of the creek and then I was like, damn it, it's gonna be bushwhacky already. So I think I'm down at the bottom. It is hot and sunny down here. No surprise. Still cloudy up there, but I think I can bag something else, although I'm just not sure what the conditions are gonna be like. We're back, baby. Splash a little water on us. I got nicked up a little bit. Not too bad. Wash the hands off. Now let's get to run back. I don't know, 2.5 to 3 miles on this road. Hard part's done. Just gotta cruise back now. Just cruising back, taking the bridges where we can instead of dropping through the water. So this is actually a bridge, kind of. Maybe it's just natural, I don't know. Most of them are man-made. Probably less than a mile left at this point because we're hitting the bridges. So just hammering it in. I've seen some other people on this road just walking or jogging, but pretty sure they're not going up the ridge. Oh, brush off my shoes. Let's see if this works. Let's do the spray. Let's see what. I don't get it. If they want you to spray your stuff, they need to fill these up. So I will brush my shoes. I'm not sure if it's helping, but it feels cool. All right, we are out. Hardest part is squeezing through this gate because I'm so big. Just over 3.5 hours, 3:32. It's 10:05. So 3:32 is probably about what I expected, I guess. It honestly went better than I expected. I thought it might get messy up high, but it didn't, and the weather's great. So now I think I'm gonna go try to tack on something else. So it's a great day down here though.